Are you scared? Call the cops. I can't act off what ain't said. I turned up and ain't come down. Loopy like I'm off the meds. So sorry. Yeah. When's the last time I woke up? Sun went down and sun came up. Long time since I seen my bed. Yeah. Turn a new page in my book. She asked, do I like to read? Ain't you see you left on red? My bad. 11B infantry. Imagine me pay for shooters, 2 to chest and 1 to head. I forgot more than you seen. Dirty money don't get clean. Throw that shit back on the scene. Shop right food court plotting on his bias. Knows we ain't forget. Roll the richest couple wrecks. Therapist said I need balance. Still more bitches than regrets. Ray tail on the track. Yeah. Only hitting you with facts. Facts. Said she from overseas. Like where? Hit it, I'm over that. Money is up. Relax. Bitches is down. Relax. Smoke in the air, bills on the ground, fuck who around. Relax, relax. That's who? Relax. How much? Relax. What's up? Relax, bro. What's up? Smoke in the air, bills on the ground. She know I'm in town. Relax. The money is up. Your shorty's been down. My sanity found. Relax.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to L Breakdown. It's been a while since our first original video. As you can see, what popped up, breaking news, and I'm a little bit late. It's about 12:30 in the morning, but I just got some time to sit down to make this video. Go on a quick live, but it'll go up on our YouTube channel. It's live, and there's another upload of what's going on in the NFL, Dallas Cowboys world, and not only Dallas Cowboys world, but the NFL world, because Tuesday, March 8th was a crazy day for the NFL. Bunch of different things went on. There's a lot to go over. Trying to make this video brief and quick and touch base on what happened, my brief opinion. As you can see, my boy, my co-host, my homie Zay, he ain't with us today. He'll be with us on the next episode, hopefully. I just wanted to go on and put this up there and put this out there and what's going on and update those who are interested. So let me dive right in. So Dallas Cowboys breaking news. Dalton Schultz surprisingly moved for me and Zay. I've spoken to him about this a lot. We've discussed this. Dalton Schultz has been franchise tagged. Now, I am a fan of Dalton Schultz. I think he is an exciting, young tight end, but I don't think he's worth the $10.9 million tag that essentially he received, because he's not a game changer. He's not your Travis Kelce or Travis Kelce, as he said to pronounce his name. He's not Gronkowski. He's not Darren Waller. He's not George Kittle. He's none of those guys. Is he a good tight end? Yes, but I do think he's serviceable. And I'm all for him getting the bag. But I'm not a fan that the Cowboys went on to pretty much tag him and give him the bag, because now they're working on a long-term deal to lessen the salary cap hit. And with everything going on, so, let's add to this. So not only did they tag Dalton Schultz, they let Randy Gregory hit free agency to go out there and test his value in a market which is really unknown, in a defensive end market where he is going to be a hot priority for a bunch of teams that, elite or really good pass rushers are not a dime a dozen. They are rare commodities. And I think letting him touch the market, the Cowboys are going to realize that, he's going to get a pretty big bag. And it's a trickle effect, because I don't want to jump around everywhere, but, on Dalton Schultz, they put the transition tag on him. What the transition tag is, Dalton Schultz is still eligible to negotiate with other teams, or other teams are eligible to negotiate with him on a long-term deal. The Cowboys will then have the right to match. If a team goes ahead and decides to place an offer and the Cowboys do not match, that team will then go ahead and pay the Cowboys 2 first-round picks, essentially. Now, do I think a team does that? No. Would I be shocked if a team does that? Yes. Is it impossible? No. I mean, it's NFL, and NFL, anything can happen. I just don't see that happening, so I think Dalton Schultz will be a Cowboy. Do I think they work on a long-term deal? Hopefully, I think so. But Some people are saying chances are he plays this year on a franchise tag, which is $10.9 million, and that's cap it. So you're going to pay a tight end $10.9 million, but you won't restructure Amari Cooper's deal, which will be kicking the can down the road, and or work something out with Amari Cooper, and you're going to go ahead and leak it out to the world that you're going to release him, but then backtrack and then give Amari Cooper and his representatives an opportunity to go ahead and seek a trade. Your number one receiver who you gave up a first round pick to acquire not so long ago. Make that make sense. To me, doesn't make sense. I don't know what the Cowboys front office is doing. I have not been a fan of this front office. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, for the longest. And it's very disappointing, but it's not surprising that the Cowboys are going to do this or are doing this, because what I've learned to realize as a Cowboys fan, the Cowboys don't prioritize winning. It's not their priority. Don't care what Jerry Jones says in his interviews, his radio shows. The man's a great businessman, and he will tell you everything you want to hear to sell tickets. At the end of the day, for Jerry Jones and company, it's about that bottom dollar. It's about ratings and money. That's it. I think so. Winning does not come before all of that. And their actions right now show that. So you're going to tag Schultz, a tight end, but you're willing to get rid of your number one wide receiver in Amari Cooper. Doesn't add up to me. Add to the fact, Cedric Wilson, another free agent wide receiver for the Cowboys, who's likely gone. He's apparently been priced out of the Cowboys market, or however you want to word it. So now one of your consolation options, in-house options, I guess you can say, that you didn't extend or anything, who had a pretty solid year, he's most likely gone. So now you're stuck with Lamb right now, Cooper, and Simi Fehoko, who got like 3 snaps, or I don't even know. I'm just making that up. But he basically didn't play this whole year. He redshirted his NFL rookie season. Michael Gallup is an option, but there was rumors of them being close to a deal. Those rumors are less than $6 million per. That's not the case. Now they're saying that Michael Gallup is going to get a deal. If he gets a deal, it's going to be north of $10 million. So are you going to replace Cooper with Gallup, who's coming off an ACL, who what you have in Gallup, but he's not Amari Cooper. CeeDee Lamb's not Amari Cooper. So I don't think CeeDee Lamb's ready to take that jump as wide receiver 1. That's my personal opinion. But now I understand it's a business. You're facilitating funds to keep one player and keep multiple over one player. But if you want to win now, I'm not saying you take the Rams approach, but you do what you need to do to keep this team intact to try to make another run at it. That's not what the Cowboys are doing. On some more Cowboys news and contracts, they did offer DeMarcus Lawrence a pay cut. He rightfully said no. So now, your defensive end, mind you, we touched on Randy Gregory, who's a free agent, unrestricted. He can negotiate with anybody. No ties to the Cowboys. DeMarcus Lawrence on the other side. Now you done pissed him off. I'm assuming. I don't know. Right. I mean, you're gonna tell him to take a pay cut? They've restructured his deal the past 2 years. I know last year, to move money to kick that can down the road. Now they want him to take a pay cut. He said no. I don't blame him. That's his money. Would anybody else take less money to stay at their job? No. But now they have to figure out what they're going to do, because they can restructure him too and save money, just like they can with Cooper. They can save $13 million if they restructure Cooper, move money down the road. They can do the same thing with DeMarcus Lawrence, like they did with Dak this year recently. I think it was yesterday, and Zach Martin. They freed up $22 million in the cap. So I think they're under the cap now, but they have money to work with. But now you're putting yourself in the bind with a Cowboys team that does not like to spend money in free agency. They're not going to be buyers. It's not like they're restructuring and getting rid of guys to go ahead and get other players, which I'll touch on shortly after I finish on the Cowboys news. Because they're also going to need a punter. Ryan Anger, Pro Bowl punter, likely gone. Likely not to return because priced out. of the Cowboys market. We're out of the Cowboys price range. So the Pro Bowl punter you brought in, or the punter you brought in last year, who had an amazing year, and people are going to say, "Oh, he's just a punter." You guys don't realize how field positioning is so important in the NFL. This guy made the Pro Bowl. His first year with the Cowboys, veteran, knows what he's doing. Not going to come back. Okay, but you're going to keep Greg Zuerlein. Make it make sense. On some essentially positive Cowboys news, Anthony Hitchens, he actually wants to return to Dallas. He formerly was the Cowboys' fourth-round pick, left to Kansas City, won a Super Bowl, made another Super Bowl. Great for him. Wants to return back to Dallas. Depth at linebacker. Am I opposed to it? Depending how much he wants. I mean, it's a typical Cowboys move. They probably will bring him back. I don't think he has much left. Personally, I don't think he's going to be any type of game changer. But it's a veteran, I guess. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. It is what it is. I mean, that's not exciting, but that's the Cowboys news. So now I'm going to hit this again. More breaking news, because now we're just going to go transition over to the NFL. Hello. Into the NFL news. Crazy, crazy day. Aaron Rodgers staying in Green Bay. Not only is he staying in Green Bay, signs a record-breaking deal. Could be a game changer when it comes to quarterback deals or just deals in general. 4 years, $200 million deal, $50 million a year. I think it's $138 million guaranteed. So all that talk of him retiring, going elsewhere, Aaron Rodgers finessed the system. He got that bag. And not that he needed the bag, but he got the bag. And he didn't change the game. Big ups Aaron Rodgers. Hate Aaron Rodgers. Respect him, one of the greats. A thorn on the Cowboys side because he owns the Cowboys, and I'll admit it. He owns the Cowboys for whatever some reason. He's back in Green Bay, as well as Devontae Adams. They franchise tagged him. Obviously, you're not going to let that wide receiver go. Arguably the best wide receiver in the league. Beast. They're going to work on a long-term deal. It's going to be interesting to see what Green Bay does, how they facilitate funds, and how they build around Aaron Rodgers, because they do have some other free agents. And they do need other weapons for him, because all three of their wide receivers are free agents. Adams no longer because he got tagged. Alan Lazard's a free agent, and MVS, Valdez Scantling's also a free agent. So I know Rodgers wants Scantling back. Can they make it work? I don't know. So that's one part of the breaking news. The other breaking news in the NFL, Russell Wilson is now a Denver Bronco. Denver did it again. They went and got a Super Bowl winning quarterback to go along with a great young core, a up and rising defense, a offense with some talent at wide receiver. Wow. But they paid a price, hefty price. They got rid of Drew Lock, former second-round pick in 2020, threw for almost 3,000 yards, 2,933, 16 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Last year, he ended up backing up Teddy Bridgewater, played in a few games. Solid, that's what he is, 16, 15, about 3,000 yards, has some potential. He's on his way to Seattle, as well as defensive end Shelby Harris, who has 6 sacks last year, and Noah Fant, young, talented tight end, speaking of tight ends, who had 68 receptions, 670 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And last year, pretty much on par with the year before, who he had 62 receptions, 673 yards, 3 touchdowns in 2020. On top of 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks and a 5th-round pick going to Seattle for Russell Wilson in the 4th-round pick. What is Seattle going to do? They're probably going to be in full rebuild mode. The Jamal Adams trade from a few years back with the Jets looks horrendous, even worse now. But now they have some capital to make moves. It's going to be interesting. The draft has been flipped upside down because who's going to where now? There's no real clarity on who's going to go anywhere in the NFL draft. Besides, I believe the Jaguars are leaning towards Hutchinson, the defensive end from Michigan, but that's another topic when me and Zay get back on here, talk draft, do a mock draft, but that's for a future date. That's crazy. And you think the Seattle Seahawks are done. They're not. They're all pro, one of the greatest linebackers, the best linebacker in franchise history. Bobby Wagner has been released. $16.6 million released, cap relief for them. But Bobby Wagner is now a free agent when it comes to the NFL. This going to be crazy offseason. One of the great linebackers is now available, middle linebackers, and Cowboy fans, he's not coming to Dallas. Dan Quinn coached him. He fits the bill. I know we have Parsons, but can you imagine Bobby Wagner in the middle, Parsons playing outside linebacker, defensive end? You have your Mike, yes, drooling. But I touched on this not too long ago. You don't know what the Cowboys front office is doing. The Cowboys don't know what they're doing, but they're not going to spend money. They're not players in free agency. So Bobby Wagner's not going to come to Dallas. So if you're a Cowboys fan, you watch this, don't get your hopes up. Don't even mention it. I will be shocked. 2% chance. I want to say 2% chance because I didn't want to say 1% or no percent. There's always a chance, but 2% chance. One, because anything happened, and two, because Dan Quinn might, pull a string. But again, $16.6 million is what he was scheduled to make, and I think that's what they freed up. Seattle did. I see him signing somewhere. At least some team's going to offer him a multi-year deal. So I see him getting 13 to 15 million per year. 2-year deal, 30 million, 35, 40 million wouldn't shock me. With X, Y, and Z guaranteed numbers are flowing in my head, but I think he's around that. I think at the low end he might take 10 million. Denver, good team could use linebackers, middle linebacker, could see him going there. Both Los Angeles teams can see him going there, Chargers and Rams. I don't know how the Rams are going to do it, but the Rams can lose Von Miller. Von Miller can go back to Denver, which is likely now that they have Russell Wilson. Why not go back home, try to win a ring again with Denver, who are dangerous. Why not go back? Rams can use a middle linebacker. They're not afraid to go and find ways to stay relevant and defend that title. I can see that. The Chargers mentioned they need linebackers. They have some money to spend. There's a lot of teams. I mean, any team can use Bobby Wagner, but realistically, I think Miami can use him. Washington in the NFC, Philadelphia in the NFC. There's a long list of teams that can use Bobby Wagner's services. Where he goes is going to be interesting. How that affects the draft, because there are some good linebackers in this draft that are projected to go in the first round. We'll touch on that on the next episode, but crazy day in the NFL. I'm late to the party, but I wanted to give my take. I wanted to give some updated Dallas Cowboys takes. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know you guys' opinion on what's going on in the NFL, what you think is going to happen, and any questions, go ahead and drop them down. Anything you want me to touch on, go ahead and drop it down. Again, as a Cowboys fan, disheartening. It's not the way I wanted to start the offseason. I'm not surprised. Again, I don't really trust his front office. Some people can say, they built all this talent. Jerry Jones isn't that bad. Yeah, Jerry Jones is bad. But that, I can take a whole episode on that. I'm not going to touch base on that. Try to leave this quick. 18 minutes going on 20 minutes. So that's it, man. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end this video. Again, leave any questions, comments, concerns down below. Go ahead and subscribe to L Breakdown on YouTube. Find us on Instagram. Find us on Twitter. Interact with us, whatever the case may be. Thanks for watching. Peace out.